Mizchitchat.
What's up, good people? Hey, listen, I love this chilling on the sidewalk with the crooning music in the background. I swear to God, I think I might make a baby. You know what I mean? When I get home and I masturbate. You know, because I'm single. I'm 47. I know I look like I'm 35, but I'm just saying. I'll be trying to make it happen. Tinder is too tender. It's like a meat tenderizer. I can't get on that, you know? Okay, Cupid, that cherubim never finds me. You know, it never finds me. And then POF is plenty of fish, but it's plenty of freaks. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stay there. I can't stay there. So I was thinking, all right, I want you guys to give it up for the real MVPs. All you chicks that still match your bras and underwears. Okay, let's give it up for y'all, because I don't match that shit, you know? Pre-COVID, I wasn't matching that shit. I'm still not matching, you know? I really love you guys, because I changed out of my yoga pants / shorts to come here, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been in COVID, we don't dress anymore, you know what I'm saying? I Zoom a lot. And I mean, sometimes I hate my bosses because they be like, turn your camera on, turn your camera on. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, do you understand that I don't even have my wig on today? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, they don't know who they gonna get. Some days they get, you know, Queen Latifah with a rap, you know. One day they get a baseball cap, you know. And sometimes they get Queen Latifah with the set it off cornrows. Like, they don't know who they gonna get, damn it. They don't know. So, the other thing I was thinking about, like, all right, so I have my piece of paper because I smoke a lot of weed, and I can't remember half of the stuff. I remembered how to get here, so y'all happy, y'all, other than that. So I want y'all to give it up for the essential members as well. You know, the unspoken essential members. Listen, if the ABC store was not open, we would have all been zombies, okay? That's essential, damn it. ABC store would have been closed during COVID. We would have lost our fucking minds. It would have been 28 days out this piece. You know what I mean? Zombie land. It would have been crazy. So then, this one right here, you really have to give like a moment of silence for this essential member that nobody really speaks about, the weed man. You know what I mean? He's dropping on packages more than Amazon. I'm just saying that's what's happening. That's really what's happening. And see, mine is a white boy. He's not stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? He just drive up to the parking lot. I come outside. You know, I need mine. I need mine. Because I'm home, homeschooling my kids. Are y'all kidding me? This is the worst. This is the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. I am the principal, the lunch lady, the cafeteria worker, everything. It is crazy out here. So they're homeschooling. I'm sitting there fixing food. Every time I turn around, I feel like I'm like my mom. I'm like, get out the kitchen, get out the kitchen. They always in the refrigerator. Like, it's crazy all the time. So another thing that I've been thinking about is we are actually at a point in this like COVID thing that we should be talking about. We're going to talk about in our little history books, before COVID, after COVID. That's how we're going to say it. It's like we are in Bible stages, you know, BC and AC, you know. And then I said, I know I look like a mom that is like really nice and pleasant and everything. Don't let me fool you guys. I have Ally McBeal all in my spirit. You know what I mean? Like, I literally look at people and I want to just throw like confetti and bop them in the head with like a styrofoam like bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do be having those moments. Yeah, like, if you don't know who Ally McBeal is, go back and look at that show, because I swear to goodness, that's me all day. Like, people are looking at me and they're talking to me and I'm doing crazy things to them. Like, it really is in my head. It's really disturbing. And sometimes I feel like I teeter on that part where I'm like an older lady from church. Remember those ladies from church, those bad ushers, they were so mean. They still hold their hand out with the white glove and steal your gum. You know, had the wig on backwards, but they were so mean at you at church. I'm that lady sometimes. Like, I'm like, ooh, like I really want to do something mean to somebody. And mostly it's somebody's kids, you know, it's just really it's somebody's kids. So most of the time, like, I live in this complex and it's like these my kids. Like, I've gotten used to my kids. You know, everybody said, oh, your kids are nice. And I'm like, I trained them that way. You know what I mean? Like, I made them that way. But I have these little baby kids that live in my complex. I can't stand them. Yes, they don't die, they multiply. Really, they like Robin Harris said. And the croonie is this little girl. The little girl, the oldest sister, she is the worst. So every time this little boy, he comes outside and he's riding his bike. So he was riding his bike by my little fence. And he kicks my little daisy flower, my little 99-cent flower that don't hurt nobody, just spinning on here, this little daisy, just spinning, and he kicks it. And I see him from my window, and I say, if you come down, I'm just gonna say something to him. So I open up my little window, and I said, don't kick my flower no more. And he looked at me, and he rode his bike. So then he came back again, and he looked to see if I was there in the door again, and he kicked my damn flower again. You know what? So I went outside and I walked him down like I was somebody. You know, I walked him down. And I was like, and I knocked on his door and I told his mother, I was like, you know, he kicked my little daisy flower. And she was like, oh my God, no, you apologize. And this and nothing. And he looked at me. So the black in me looked at the black in him, and I was like, I'm gonna beat you. But I did it with my eyes, you know, I did it with my eyes. You can't do this, you can't do this anymore. Back in the day, our parents used to say the craziest stuff to us. When you look at kids now, they look at you and say, what you looking at? You know what I'm saying? They look at you back in your eyes. Back in the day, our parents used to say the craziest stuff to us. My mother used to say she was gonna knock the black off me. I didn't know what color I was gonna be, but I believe she could do what she said she was gonna do. You know, we need to go back to those standards. We are always negotiating with these kids. It's crazy. Like glancing Johnny, do you see mommy's face? Mommy's not happy. You know, that shit is not working. They turning into serial killers. Like they're crazy, you know? I think we should go back to it. So if we go back to the standard, see, my mom used to say, I'm gonna knock you into next week. When she said she was gonna knock me into next week, I was hoping it was a Friday so I could have a 3-day weekend, you know? It was stuff along those lines that I was thinking about. I know you're thinking, like, you're like, damn, the mom was always knocking you around. No, she was threatening us to knock us around. But I'm telling you, it was discipline. It really was. These kids now, they just look at you, stare at you, and taunt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, try it, just try it. You know, my kids don't do that. So I'm like, my daughter, she'll walk around. I have one daughter that's autistic and I have another one that's typical. If you put them in the same room, you wouldn't know which one was which. You know what I'm saying? They really just, they scream all the time. They're girls. I mean, like, I don't even run until I hear somebody cry. You know, like, I don't. They're too emotional for me. So one day my daughter is walking inside the store and we're walking into Target and these women are there and the woman has on a hijab, so you only see her eyes, right? So we're walking inside and my daughter, who's autistic, she leans up and she says, ninjas. I know the ladies heard her. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She has autism, da-da-da-da. So I go to explain to my daughter. I was like, no, that's their outfit. That's their church outfit. You know, grandma wears a church hat. You wear, you know, wear a church dress. That's their church outfit. My daughter was like, nah, ninjas. You know what I'm saying? This is how these kids do, you know? They make you look crazy. They turn you into crazy people. Just like if you were going to the doctor, they were throwing up all day. They got a fever, they're this. You run them to the doctor, they get to the doctor, and they start doing cartwheels in the office. That's kids, they're crazy. They're crazy. So all those women needed to do was pull out some swords and some stars, and my whole life would have been messed up. You know what I'm saying? As a parent, I would have been called on it. So, other thing I was doing, like, all right, I'm so, you know, routine now because we're in the house doing different things, working from home, doing this with the kids. So I've been doing my laundry. I've been pretty good with doing the laundry, but folding that shit is never getting happen, you know what I'm saying? It take a whole week for it to get folded, and literally we take clothes out of there, you know what I'm saying? Because like, some days it's pajama days, we never change, you know? It's just stuff like that. But I've been learning that laundry has been turning into Jabba the Hutt in the corner. You know what I mean? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I'll be like, oh, I should fold those. You know? So anybody who folds fitted sheets, I just want y'all to know you're all serial killers. If you know how to fold a fitted sheet properly, you know what I'm saying? I roll that shit. I never, you know, if you know how to put the corners together and fold it and make it look like a little flat towel, you make it look like a flat sheet, you're a serial killer. I just want to let you know. Doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to just ball it up and fold it. I just want to let y'all know. I said, you know, this is my observation as a mom with 2 children and driving me crazy. So I'm gonna close with this. All right. So I have a mom, and my mom, that's how I got her, but you know, I have a mom, and I don't mind busting on her. You know what I'm saying? We crack on her. We grew up cracking on her just as well as we crack on anybody else. This is how we got thick skin, you know what I mean? And one day she was walking to my house and she knocked on the door. And I was like, why is she here without calling? You know, I don't, hey, why are you here? You know? And then she keyed in. You have the spare key for emergencies, lady. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't an emergency. You didn't text or call and say you were coming, and then you start to key in. So, of course, what I do is I start to take clothes off, and I start throwing it down on the floor, and I start walking on the steps, and I stand there until she gets through the door. And she sees my clothes there, and she was like, Al, are you there? And I'm standing I'm standing on the staircase, and I was like, oh, yeah, right. And she ran back out the door, and then she texted me. And she was like, are you in there with someone? And I was like, listen, I told you stop coming through my door. Next time you're gonna come through my door, I said, I did that on purpose. Next time you come through the door, you're gonna see my ass in the air. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I said, listen, let me tell you something, lady. You're my mom, but you're gonna see me at the birth rate again. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see me at birth again. You're gonna see some things you ain't wanna see. You better call before you come. Anyway, thanks guys, it's my time. I'm Mizchitchat. You can follow me on Instagram. I have a show called Conversations with Mizchitchat. So far. Oh, I have a show called Conversations with Mizchitchat on Sundays. Just follow me and you'll see me around town. Thanks.
Yo, Mizchitchat, y'all, for real, hop on her Instagram. Y'all got Instagram, you know what it is. Every Sunday, 2 o'clock, she talking to people. It's great. All right, we got one comic.